One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Pitt lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Clemson's offense will take the field first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Clemson will send the punt team out. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So Pittsburgh's offense will get the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Wants to throw. It's Carpenter. Makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play off the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all 3 phases for 4 quarters, and they haven't been able to do that yet this year, especially, David, when they've gotten an ACC play.
Yeah, and they've struggled. It's not the start they wanted, but what a coach is talking about. Like, when you get some adversity, how are you going to respond? And how do we finish the second half of the season so we can build on it for the future? It's not pretty, it's not fun, but let's finish strong throughout this conference play.
Might be changing the route. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Running behind that left side. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking for a crease. It's Davidson. Past the 30. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Clemson is quick to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Clemson. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Slips through the line. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Quick release on the RPO. On the move at the 30. Touchdown, Pitt. A great catch and run for 6. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Extra point here will tie the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to North Texas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Courtney. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him in stride at the 10. Slippery slide.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Off play action on first down. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The play action fake. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Carpenter. Throws to the tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
Across the 45. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
On the option. Leaves it with the back. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quarterback making adjustments. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now it's 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Carpenter. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clemson Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. So now it's second and long. Gives it on the option. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Wants to throw on first down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
Finds his big tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Going to take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll throw on third and short. Got it in the middle. It's Courtney. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Tigers want to move quickly. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Going to sling it on second down. Finds his man. It's Johnson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And there you see the arm talent by the quarterback. Throwing a curl route into zone coverage, you've got to get the ball there quickly. And you saw the cannon this QB has.
Fires to the right. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
We reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. Touchdown, Clemson. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. Crosses the 35. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Quarterback making checks. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to pass, it's Carpenter. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Got his man on the right. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. The option look. Quick toss. Oh, he's got some space. They'll line him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play.
3rd down coming up.
He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Panthers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers!
And you're going to need more of this in the 2nd half. That's the way you punctuate a drive at the end of the 1st half to cut this to a 1-possession game. You need more of that physicality in the 2nd half.
They opt to go for two to try to tie it up right now. Just going to keep it after the snap. He is stopped short, and this defense holds on to this slim 2-point lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Throwing right. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Here comes Clemson with another first down. They'll run play action. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Misfired on first down. Back to the air on second. Short throw to the sideline. Picks up just a little. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Pitt, 19.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Carpenter. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Steel City.
They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Turning it on. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Game of 10.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Williams. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Catch in the middle, it's Rodgers. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. It'll be 3rd and long. DB's right up on the receivers. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Men, we'll have a shakeup in the MAC standings this week. Check this out. Bowling Green may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take the dub away from Perry Stadium every time. The Falcons have been racking up road wins since the Urban Meyer days, and they get another one today. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the MAC is right now, and man, what a difference.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Carpenter. Makes the grab. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. The Panthers are in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's caught inside the 30. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Wants to adjust the pattern. He wants to throw it again. The quick out. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. The snap sets up to throw. He's in for the 2, and that is big because now it's a one-possession game. They trail by 8. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. A first down for the offense. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spit it to those guys, let them go make plays.
Boom. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Off play action. Complete to the left. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. They'll run it. It's Williams. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game. You've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Fired in from the red zone for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the returner will be dragged down. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
Yeah, and welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to throw, it's Carpenter. Got a man, it's Scott. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. Now the play fake. Lets it fly. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Bringing it back. Powers through.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Good timing on the quick out. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. He might want another play. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He lost one down the sideline.
Fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
It's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Looking to take a shot. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Back to throw, it's Carpenter. Grabbed in the middle, it's gone. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Looking downfield on first down. Steps away to find some room. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Running back searching for a hole. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Courtney. At the 40, there he goes. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers. And the punishment has been extended. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Pressure coming. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. They tacked that last score on just for good measure as they are getting oh so close to putting this one away. The kickoff is coming. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Carpenter. Under fire. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. The defense making a play to put an exclamation